Hey everyone, here's coming another video from an amazing restaurant in Baku, Shirvanshah. I'd heard a lot about this place, their dishes, variety of traditional food and drinks. It was really worth a try. The restaurant can tell you much about Azerbaijani cuisine, culture and history. The restaurant has some sort of dress code, so as of being a traditional cultural place, you will not be able to have a seat in the main hall where live music also takes place. However, everyone is welcome. Nicola is a great example as a balcony visitor. He was wearing shorts and they offered us a private room in the name of Murtuza Mukhtarov. You see that our table is full of food. Along with shah plov, we ordered some salads, greens, pickles. Homemade juice is a common sweet drink in Azerbaijan, made of flesh of fresh fruit. You cannot unsee bread on the table. Well, yeah, you may say, oh what, rice and bread? Well, in Azerbaijan, bread is usually brought to the table even without you asking, because we just love it. The restaurant provided us with a guide who showed us the whole place and gave us rich information. The information was also new to my ears. The building was built 200 years ago and the first floor was hammam for only women. It was restored from 2006 to 2011. Since 2013, it is being used as a restaurant. The room we're sitting now is in the name of Murtuza Mukhtarov.
Muxtarif bizə 20-ci əsrdə 11 milyarderdən biri olubdu Azərbaycanda və bir çox binalarda ona aiddir.
Murtuza Mukhtarov was one of 11 millionaires in Azerbaijan in 20th century. He had this palace built and dedicated it to his wife. The design of the palace was taken from Venice, Italy. In the modern day, it functions as a palace of official receptions. The guns you see on the wall meant that men had a high position and status.
Bu şeyde gördüğünüz gibi sandal üstü var. Sandal üstü de bütün Azerbaycan ailelerinin evinde vardı.
In the past, this kind of boxes could have found in every house. There inside used to be kept family's daughter's dowry, while on the top, the hostess of the family used to nest.
Qazanların hər biri bu formadalar, başqa formada başqa qazanlarımız yoxdur və ən çox adətən plovlar.
So here are pots in different dimensions. They were usually used to make plov inside. Plov, the king of our cuisine.
Sizə böyle yukarı keçə bilərik.
And these sweets are cooked and placed in khonja together with 7 kinds of nuts during our national holiday, Novruz.
gördüyünüz zal xan zalıdır. Yəni restoranımızın ən böyük zalıdır. Bura 200 nəfərə
This is the biggest hall of this restaurant called Han. It can accommodate up to 200 guests. Decorations and details of this hall is taken from Khan Palace in Shaki. Shaki is not a historical and old city in Azerbaijan.
Gördüyünüz qablar semiz qablarımızdır. 19-cu 20-ci əsrlərdə Azərbaycanda nə farklı nə də ki
Neither porcelain nor pottery existed in Azerbaijan in 19th-20th centuries. Only copper plates and dishes were used. Interesting point is, all the members of the family used to eat from the same plate. This indicated the equality in the family. Dishes in this restaurant are also served just in these plates or trays.
biridir. Haji Zeynalabdin Taghiyev adınadır.
Here's another room in the restaurant named Haji Zeynalabdin Taghiyev. Who is Haji Zeynalabdin Taghiyev? He was born and raised in a poor family. Later in this life, he finds out natural oil underground of the area where he used to live, and he becomes rich. He was the first person to build a school for girls in Baku. He even had a contract with one of the restaurants in Berlin, which allowed Azerbaijanis to eat there for free for 100 years. This contract expires in 2009. This masterpiece is Russian poet Brodsky's handwork. Haji Zeynalabdin Taghiyev bought it from him for 2,000 manats. Back in that time, in 20th century, a building in the center of Baku could have been built. He bought this painting as a tribute to the artist. Here on this column you can see some posters of Azerbaijani operas. One of the famous operas, Leyli Mejnun, is a love story. However, when this opera was performed on the stage, the character Leyli was played by a man because back then a woman on the stage as an actress was not welcomed. That would be against her dignity. When this place was renovated, this well was left untouched. It's still preserved until today. It's 45 centimeters deep, and surprisingly, there still is water on the bottom. The list is not the last, the tree of the wishes. Due to the people's beliefs, if women tie a ribbon to this tree, their dream would come true. This beautiful hall is named Mugam. Every half an hour Mugam is played here. Mugam is, by the way, a classical composition, a traditional Azerbaijani music form. Here on the wall are kaman, tar and gaval, the instruments to play Mugam. This hall has a certain dress code. Inappropriate clothes are not allowed in this room. Maybe you've noticed that all the letters are either in Cyrillic or Arabic. That is because different alphabets were formalized in different time periods. But the native language was of course still Azerbaijani. Now I'm gonna show you a gate approximately 250 years old. There used to be such a custom. If it was a woman on the door, a woman had to open the door. If it was a man knocking on the door, then a man was supposed to open the door. Well, then how did they know who's behind the door? Listen to the knocks. First knock for men, second for women.
Əgər tıqqıltı belədirsə, o kişidir. Əgər belədirsə, bu qadındır. Belə başa düşürlər. Azərbaycanda Gəbələrimiz halçalanmış.
Azerbaijani carpets, especially Karabakh carpets, have always been popular throughout the history. In 19th, 20th centuries, only Jews used to engage in tailoring. Yusuf, as a name on the board, is a good example for that. That's it, guys. We enjoyed the food, drinks, and we love the atmosphere in this restaurant, Shirvanshah. Hope it was an informative video for you too. Subscribe and push on notifications to be informed about our next videos. Bye!